So we're back working on Mike's car. He's been busy and got all his inlet piping on. He's got his vent breather on here, all plumbed up to his airbox. And he's also got his regulator on here as well. Now, today we'll be finishing up the exhaust. I already started doing the dump pipe, which I've got to change slightly. Luckily I only tacked it there. And you've got the rest of the exhaust somewhere. He's got a muffler and a whole box of goodies. Watch the Ford. So he's got a bit of straight. He's got a new muffler because the other one's absolutely rooted. And we've got this reducer to go back to the stock exhaust.
Go back to the rear. And there's a flange.
The flange there. Oh, and you got that flexible joint.
Yeah, flexi joint.
I did see that somewhere yesterday.
Yeah,
on the flexible joint.
Flexi joint as well.
Alright, and you want that
I think we'll put it
on there,
because
doesn't
that'll allow it to flex the whole way down.
Oh, will that just go in like that?
You know what I mean? Yeah,
No.
it might actually.
I wonder.
Because that'll allow it to flex the whole way down the exhaust at least. So.
Well, then we might do it like that.
And flange it.
Flange it just so you can get the dump pipe off.
As a separate piece, yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll do the muffler and the straight
Yep.
in one go.
Yep.
And we just might cut the back flange off the original exhaust. Oh, fuck.
Send it to right. Yep.
And we'll just cut the rear flange off this and we'll use that, I think. Because that's still...
Yeah, just there.
Yeah, you can see his muffler's all had it.
It's just wrecked.
He's been viciously wrecked.
I think it's full of mud. Because it's got holes in it. And it's pretty much...
That's extra like deadening. Mud style.
blockage.
So this is where we're at so far. I had to cut the top here and move it out a little bit because it was getting close to the cross member on the front end. We're welding our flex joint and Michael's just pulling apart or pulling off the old exhaust now so I can see, because this flange isn't welded as you can see, and then we can weld that, because if it's if there's something in the way and we've got to turn it or adjust it to wherever we want it, we can do that before we weld it. And then that'll be the dump pipe done.
Look at all that mud.
Yummy.
We could literally measure it next to it. And almost...
Look at the muffler.
Look how big it is, man. Yeah, look at it.
Oh. She's had a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been some stripe.
You'll have to grab it from there because I'm not going to be able to hold it. Hang on. Just...
This is way too hot down here.
Hang on. Yep.
Yep.
Alright. At least it's clearing that cross member.
Yeah, easy. Heaps of room.
Look at that, mate.
Oh, you even angle it over here a bit more as well. And it goes straight down. And straight through these gaps.
Beauty.
Easy.
So that flange, that can just go on straight.
Yep.
Exactly how it is.
Yep, that's it. Easy.
And then what I'll do, I'll have to get a bit of flat steel or something and make a bracket.
Oh, just to brace. I get you.
Yeah, just so all the weight isn't on the turbo.
Yeah, I get you now.
And plus all this is going to be jiggling, so
Yep.
it's either going to snap that, crack the housing, or snap the bolts.
Exhaust, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. That can come off, and then this can get sort of bolted on permanent, mate.
Yep. Looking good.
Never looks happy, does he? Give us a crack us a smile, mate.
Oh, I don't smile.
I just want something from you, like a little giggity or something.
What?
Nee.
Something like that.
She's all finished welded. Now this bit's ready to be bolted on permanent, except for the bracket we've got to put on, which is going to be down here somewhere. But that's all good.
Hand that up to you. Very quickly.
Oh! You can just put it onto the tap quickly, because we're going to be bolting through it. The exhaust is all on. He's got his wideband sensor in and the O2 sensor.
Just gotta get it.
And now we can finish the rest of the exhaust and then go for the first drive. Mate, I'm excited.
Gotta get a wrenchy, boy.
Oh, you got to nip him up?
Yeah. How much do you reckon?
Oh, it's alright. So they, because they've got that crush washer on there.
Yeah. It's all folded.
So we got the middle section done. We've reused that rear hanger there. I've just modified it a bit. Got the muffler on and the flange on, and she's ready to get bolted in permanent.
Permanent?
Oh, no it's not.
We gotta do the rear end.
So we just finished the exhaust. Dump pipe to muffler, and then it goes into the original exhaust back there, which is good.
It'll do it for now with the power it's running, but maybe down the track.
Down the track, mate. 4-inch exhaust. Alright, start it up. I want to hear it. That's beautiful. Rev it for a little. Bit of a note. That's good.
That's not crazy loud at all, is it?
You gotta be happy with that.
Yeah, that sounds mint. It's actually like drivable.
Just mark the original timing. Yeah, that's better. So we're about ready to go for the first drive. We've adjusted the fuel pressure regulator to where we're happy with it. Double checked over everything, and exhaust is all done, as you just saw. So exciting times. We'll shut the bonnet. And we're gonna go get some food, so we'll see how she goes on the main voyage. No boost yet. That's big in. Yeah. Better back it off a bit.
Make sure we're backing it off the right way.
Well,
I saw 3 pounds of boost then.
Just dab your foot in it now. Could probably go a bit more timing, man.
See the gauge?
We're not even at 5 pounds. Is that to the floor?
Yep.
Right there. Is it a difference?
It's hard to tell, isn't it? Because I've driven it so long, eh? But there's no maths, so you don't know also what's going on either. That's go. We're going a lot faster than 60 though. Just remember that. That's about 60 now. How much boost is that making now? Oh yeah. I reckon maybe the gate. Maybe the wastegate on it.
That sounds like it's that blow-off valve that I can hear.
Leak and boost.
Sounds like it to me. You might have to adjust it in. Do we have any tools in here?
No.
Because what's his wastegate set at?
Should be 5-ish, roughly.
Oh, it makes cool tubesky noises.
We got 3 pounder boost. Other way. It's backwards.
What?
I don't know why.
Everything's just wacky.
I did it, obviously.
We're just getting some fuel because she's awfully low.
Start her up and she's idle and nice.
Now you got to give it to the boards this time. Why can't we just see it go to 20 pounds? We'll make some tyre spin and smoke then. Oh.
That's funny. Gotta love a cheeky engine light.
That's a sharp U-turn, mate. You gonna make that?
I'm in a Zook, mate.
What?
That's the rasp. That's like almost like Harley Davidson rasp.
Every time.
Gotta sit around
To the boards. Oh shit! We had Subway avalanche.
Hey, she goes.
Oh.
She's shooting Subway, she's got that much power, mate. Subway's going fine, mate.
Too many cojones, mate.
Wait, how did that happen, mate? What happened there? Hey?
Oh, is that from where I did the skin?
Fuck. Just cruising. Ready?
Go, mate. It's got to have a bit more, doesn't it? Yeah. We can still put a bit of more timing into it once we get some better fuel. Plus, we're only hitting
3 pounder boost.
3 pounds of boost. All that work for 3 bloody pounds.
Yeah, but now we've got the base. That's all, you know.
Well, mate.
Keep going. Give it some steak around the corner. She livens up though when you put the foot down. You know.
Give us some oomph around here. You might get a single peg of ripping. Oh, oh. We're going to adjust this blow-off valve because it's only set at like 3 pounds going off the gauge that we've got in the car. So we'll adjust that and adjust the wastegate a little bit just to get a couple more pounds, and then that should be as much as he wants to run.
Really tight. Oh, that's not supposed to be tight, is it? It's supposed to do that with the Allen key.
Yeah, nah, that's just a locking nut.
Yeah, Allen key. I don't know how far to go in.
Probably do one more, and we'll go from there. Alright, lock it at that.
It's a little washer, right?
That's not plugged in for everybody watching.
Felt pretty peppy then, didn't it? It felt quick.
That
I think we're bleeding heaps of boost. They needed 3 pound then, didn't it?
yeah. No,
That felt
that,
quick.
I don't know, I felt better than before.
That's with all the noises we're making. Yeah, because it's in second gear now. It's actually going pretty good. It's actually, this is the best. It's actually the fastest it's driven. You know what I mean? That's the fastest it's driven. Who's calling me?
That's not pinging there. That was 4.
That feels real strong. That feels like nice and that felt the strongest the car's driven.
I can dose it everywhere now. You might be able to keep up with me sooty boy, mate.
I know, maybe.
Spinning them
I
Simexes.
could feel the torque difference though, a bit more extra torque through the mid-range as soon as it was on. It just pulled, like I didn't have to really like put the foot to the floor and just rev it right out, because it didn't even drop the gears, you see it? Didn't,
yeah, no, it went heaps better.
It didn't downshift to keep off speed, because usually like if I'm going up that hill, it'll just downshift it first straight away, because it's got no pull, so this is heaps better anyway. But yeah, that's mint.
He does have an ECU for this that he's got to wire in.
Yes, that's next step. That'll be a little while though.
Yeah.
That's the ignition and fueling, little piggyback.
But these you can run pretty safely on 5 pounds of boost. Like,
even at the boost it's running now, it should be fine. Yeah.
He's going to air fuel gauge.
I've got to get that set up.
Yeah, set up, and once he's got that in, we can just double check what the air fuels are doing, and once that's in a sort of a safe range, well then we can just sort of leave it until you get your get your computer in, and then
I might even, as I said, I might get it taken down to one of the dynos and just chucked on, just to check everything.
Yeah.
Just to make sure everything's all good. Make sure we haven't lost power. We just think it feels like we've got power because it makes noises.
It's all about the noise, mate. It's not about the power. But for people that are wondering, like, what sort of cost is involved with this, I think the turbo kit was $900.
$900, yeah.
And then it's more the odds and ends that end
Little
up.
things you got to get, yeah.
Like this
fuel pressure reg.
Fuel pressure regulator, that was only what, $30.
Yeah.
The airbox thing was only $30. Like all that sort of stuff.
Little bits add up. I didn't want to use the one it came with. It had a rising rate fuel pressure reg, and that I didn't want to run 8 psi fuel for 1 psi boost. I wasn't too happy with that. So what do? We just increase that by about 5 or 6 pound, and then that'll match the boost as well. So
yeah. But for an aftermarket kit, I don't reckon this is be the ideal kit, because everyone was asking me what kit this is.
Get someone to make one for you.
Yeah, like $900. This is $150 odd turbo, and the manifold. And what did it come with? These couple of pipes in the kit.
All the piping, everything that's here, pretty much.
This didn't come, or one of these did.
I custom ordered that. Keep in mind, we didn't use all the kit either. There's a couple of pipes that came with it, and a crossover pipe for this, and some other stuff that we didn't end up using.
But like this was a brought kit, and we had to change the manifold on there because it was fouling on his air conditioning. And the dump pipe we had to change and make our own. Like, and you can get them all this stuff that Mike's got on this car. You can just buy off eBay, like
pretty much.
The exhaust pipe and all that was just all off eBay. Like was on a budget, sort of a build.
Probably 1,500 all up with everything, including exhaust pieces and everything else, I'd say. It's not too bad.
But like, you don't really have to have a boost gauge. You don't have to have an air fuel gauge. You could always...
You could just wing it. But yeah.
Take it to someone and get them just to do the tune on it, and then it'd be set, sort of thing. But left a screwdriver in there.
I don't know where my 10mm went, because we had that there too.
The old 10mm goes missing all the time, mate.
I don't know where the 10mm went.
But if you were to build, I reckon it'd be better to build your own turbo kit, because you can put the manifold and then sit the turbo where you want to sit it, rather than cutting the one you buy to make it work. That just seems a bit pointless to me. But anyway, the first test drive went all right. He was happy with the power difference. Once we get an air fuel gauge and his ECU all wired in, we'll be able to turn the boost up a little bit and get some more power out of it. And
what did we see, 8 pound or something on one pull?
Yeah, that was a bit much.
But sitting about 4 now, I think. 4 psi, is that what you saw? So.
All right, well, thanks for watching.